Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about the Tiger P, the German Tier 7 heavy tank. And there's been a lot of fanfare about this tank. It got buffed and everyone got excited about it and became sort of like the Holy Grail Messiah tank that everyone sort of flocked to. And it kind of petered off after a while. These recordings are a little bit old. I've had them in the filing system for a little while and I've been meaning to get to it, but I just haven't got to it. In this game here, I'm going to actually show you how you can get wrecked in this tank. It's not completely infallible. Everyone thinks it is. But at tier 7, you got some really big hitters. And, certainly one of the areas of weakness in this thing is the hatch at the top, which is where most tanks are weak. Let's sort of be honest. But what I've actually done here is I've pushed right up to the edge of Oblivion, right to where, I'm pushing my luck. And what I'm trying to do is keep the team spotted for our team, get some shots in where I can. That was pretty bad. And, try and get some damage put in while trying not to take too much damage at the same time. But really, I just want to keep them on notice. I want to keep them all lit up on the team and just keep supporting. I'm in a support role. And you can see everyone is trying to have a crack. I've bounced probably half a dozen shots so far. I've got a kill now. And what I'm trying to do is I keep repositioning myself because I don't want to let anyone near the side of my tank or the rear of my tank. So I could have pushed down. I could have pushed down into the valley there like that Drac has just done. But the Drac has just YOLO'd and died. And as you can see, the game's still very much in the balance. Mainly because teammates just keep sort of, killing themselves as they do. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to take a shot, wait for a reload, pop back up, take another shot, reload, and I'm just not sitting there in the open waiting to be destroyed. That Lupus is the one that I'm worried about, and obviously I've got this IS pushing down on me now, and also too he's being supported by the little AMX. Yeah, I missed a couple of shots, but I'm actually drawing most of the fire from these two right now. So that gives our other guys the opportunity to go in and actually hook in from behind the medium tank. So it plays very much a support role. And you can see I get destroyed right there. We still end up winning the game, which is partly, and I'm not saying it's only due to what we were doing there, but you can actually see how I was drawing the fire in and trying to keep them all lit up and let our other teammates take a lot of the responsibility there for getting the shots in. So someone has to be the spotter, and that's part of working as a team. It's pretty hard in a public match when you don't know your teammates to work as a team, but it's certainly something that helps. On this map here, what I've actually done is I've actually moved my way right up to a very commonly known sniper shot location and just trying to see who's out and about so we can get some shots in. And see this Tiger P, he's pushed up on the other side. I've tracked him, which I didn't really want to. I wanted to do some damage, but tracking is just as good. And now I'm going to run a blind shot and get 200 odd damage out of him. Now, reload, wait to go again. KV2's got me lined up, so I take one here very shortly. Actually, two KV2s working. Now, you still got to be careful with these guys. Look at that. He just whacked me hard on the noggin and did a lot of damage. But because I can reload fairly well, I was able to put some more shots in. Now, from this position here, I'm trying to keep an eye on our team's push to C. At this stage, only one of them is actually, only one of them is actually doing something, and that's why I'm asking them, why are you all camped at C? Because they might be camped out there. No one's actually getting any shots in, and it's leaving myself and this VK here just a little bit exposed. So Tiger P's done the right thing. He's pushed around onto the rear of me, and now we've got a situation where we're trying to just keep holding this position for a number of reasons. We've got a whole bunch of tanks who haven't been spotted, and we've got some that still have. We know where certainly the Tiger is. And I can sort of come out here with a bit of confidence now, and I've got two tanks down here now looking straight at me. So now I'm holding the last two, and my whole team is is in another location. So it's just me holding out these guys, trying to side scrape. I'm trying to angle. I'm trying to do anything to bounce. And you can see I am getting probably 1 in 2 bounces, and I'm putting shots in. But I'm trying to always angle the front of the nose of the tank. And the reason I'm doing that is because, yeah, while the front of the tank has got a fairly decent sort of armor profile, it's still vulnerable. You can still have shots put into you. So right now, I've used up a bunch of hit points. Haven't used them all up, but I've used a bunch of them up, and I'm probably 2 or 3 good shots away from kind of being all over Red Rover. So again, I'm just trying to support the other teammates from this position and trying to keep an eye on them all. And now it's time to push around. But I would say if I hadn't held that spot there, what would have happened is they would have pushed right around in behind us, and if everyone was stuck at C, they would have capped B, and they already had A capped, and that would have been a supremacy win for them. So, again, it's one of those situations where you don't always end up being the hero, but you can play a team support role. And that's really what the tank's designed for. If you can be right there where the action's happening and put damage in and not take too much damage, and don't forget, you can actually use up your hit points. You don't actually have to keep them right till the end of the game and bank them. Although that's what I do in this match here. If you absorb some of your team hits and take some of your hit points out and deliver damage, that's really all anyone can ask of you. So we're all jostling for position here right now. This Tiger P is trying to push up. There's also a KV1S, I think, there. And everyone's just trying to put shots in without taking damage. And everyone's trying to look for the advantage. Every time I get a shot, someone runs in front of me, and you see that Tiger P. He put a shot. I put a shot in him, and he didn't get one in on me. T37 is rolling back, and we're just trying to do what we can. I track that Tiger P there because I want to either have another shot at him or give someone else another shot at him. Now we've got ARL, who, again, just looks straight for the tracking. And I'm just trying to keep them in position there. So you can see I'm not rolling the tank out where I can be damaged because people think, oh, the Tiger P is indestructible. It's not indestructible. That's probably the biggest misconception that this tank has. So you can obviously get damaged, and you can have a lot of issues with that. And now we finally got the ARL, and now we're well on top, and we can actually start pushing up now. And I've got full hit points, so I was being measly with them and just getting shots in and waiting and be patient. And that's really the best way to play this tank. You don't want to just roll in there and try to be the hero and get yourself completely taken out. Because that's not going to help anyone. So we've got a couple of kills now, and I'm full health. This Panther really has no way out. He's going to actually come a cropper right about. No, it was a silly bounce. About now. And that's it. It's all over Red Rover, and we're happy with that win. So that's a little bit of a guide as to how I play the Tiger P. Remember, it's not indestructible. It can be damaged. And it is something that we can do if you play it smart. So hopefully enjoy the vid, and thanks. Keep liking the channel. Keep subscribing if you haven't subscribed, and let's keep growing and onwards and upwards. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being involved. I really do appreciate it, and hope you like the Tiger P. Till next time.